As Amina, Kaya, and Zuri close in on the final artifact, they are ambushed by an army of shadowy figures led by a once trusted ally turned traitor. In a heart-pounding battle, Amina is forced to confront her deepest fears and darkest memories, all while protecting her friends and the world from impending doom. The mirror's magic reveals a shocking truth about Amina's past, intertwining her destiny with the fate of the enchanted artifacts. With the world teetering on the edge of darkness, Amina must make a harrowing choice that could either save or shatter everything she holds dear. The final confrontation promises to test their courage, friendship, and the very essence of their souls. Thanks for clicking this video. Support my channel by subscribing, like, comment and share this video. Enjoy the rest of the video. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, there lived a young girl named Amina. She was known for her kindness and beauty, traits she inherited from her mother, a wise healer named Zuri. Amina lived with her mother in a modest hut, where they tended to the village's ailments and offered guidance. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting an orange glow over the village, a stranger arrived. He was an old man with a long, grey beard and piercing blue eyes that seemed to see through one's soul. He wore a cloak woven with intricate patterns, and around his neck hung a pendant shaped like a crescent moon. Amina was fetching water from the river when she saw him. The old man approached her and, with a kind yet mysterious smile, handed her a beautifully carved mirror. "This is a gift," he said, his voice soft yet commanding. "It holds great power, but you must use it wisely." Amina thanked the old man and hurried home to show her mother. Zuri examined the mirror, her brow furrowing with concern. "This is no ordinary mirror, Amina," she said. "It is enchanted, and its magic can be both a blessing and a curse." Curious and a little afraid, Amina decided to test the mirror's powers. She held it up and looked into it, expecting to see her reflection. Instead, the surface of the mirror shimmered and showed a vision of a distant land. She saw lush forests, majestic mountains, and strange, mystical creatures. But then, the vision shifted to a dark, foreboding scene, a powerful sorcerer casting spells, enslaving people, and spreading fear. Shocked, Amina dropped the mirror. Zuri caught it before it hit the ground. "The mirror shows both beauty and danger," she warned. "You must be careful." Days turned into weeks, and Amina couldn't get the mirror out of her mind. She began to see visions in her dreams, always of the same sorcerer and the suffering he caused. One night, she dreamt that the sorcerer had found their village and was coming for the mirror. She woke up in a cold sweat, her heart pounding. Determined to protect her village, Amina decided to seek out the sorcerer and stop him. She packed a small bag with essentials and, with her mother's reluctant blessing, set off on her journey. The road was long and filled with perils, but Amina's resolve kept her going. As she traveled deeper into the forest, she encountered a talking leopard named Kaya. Kaya had been cursed by the sorcerer and offered to help Amina in exchange for breaking the curse. Together, they ventured through treacherous terrain, facing wild animals, harsh weather, and eerie spirits. One evening, as they rested by a campfire, Amina looked into the mirror again. This time, she saw her village in flames, her mother in chains, and the sorcerer laughing maniacally. She knew she had to act fast. Guided by the mirror, Amina and Kaya finally reached the sorcerer's lair, a towering castle shrouded in darkness. They sneaked inside, navigating the labyrinthine corridors filled with traps and illusions. At last, they found the sorcerer in a grand hall, surrounded by enchanted objects and enslaved spirits. With a mixture of fear and determination, Amina confronted the sorcerer. He was tall and imposing, his eyes glowing with malevolent power. "You dare challenge me?" he sneered. Amina held up the mirror, and it began to glow brightly. The sorcerer recoiled, but then laughed. "Foolish girl, you cannot defeat me with that trinket." But Amina had learned much on her journey. She had discovered that the mirror's true power lay in reflecting the truth. She focused all her thoughts on the sorcerer's true self, the human beneath the dark magic. The mirror shone with an intense light, revealing the sorcerer's past, his pain, his lost loved ones, and the moments that had turned him to darkness. The sorcerer screamed as the light enveloped him, stripping away his dark magic and leaving him powerless. He fell to his knees, tears streaming down his face. "I am sorry," he whispered, his voice full of regret. Amina approached him cautiously. "You can make amends," she said gently. "Help us undo the harm you have caused." With the sorcerer's help, they freed the enslaved spirits and reversed many of the curses. Kaya was transformed back into a human, a young warrior who had once protected the village. Grateful and free, the spirits and people vowed to help rebuild what had been destroyed. Amina returned to her village, the mirror still in her possession but now a symbol of hope and truth. She was hailed as a hero, but she knew her journey was far from over. The visions in the mirror continued, showing new challenges and adventures ahead, and Amina's story became one of courage, compassion, and the endless quest for truth, reminding all who heard it that even in the darkest times, light could be found. As word of Amina's bravery spread, neighboring villages sought her wisdom and aid. People traveled from far and wide, bringing their troubles and seeking guidance. Though grateful, Amina felt the weight of responsibility pressing heavily on her shoulders. One morning, as Amina prepared for another day of helping the villages, Kaya approached her. "Amina," he said, "I have been having dreams too. They are visions of another danger, a greater evil lurking beyond our lands. We must investigate." Amina nodded, trusting Kaya's instincts. They gathered supplies and said the goodbyes. Zara, with tears in her eyes, handed Amina a small amulet. "This will protect you," she whispered. "Use it wisely." As Amina and Kaya ventured beyond their familiar territory, they encountered a dense, enchanted forest. The trees seemed to whisper secrets, and the air was thick with magic. They tread carefully, knowing that the forest held both wonders and dangers. One evening, as they set up camp, a figure emerged from the shadows. It was a young woman with fiery red hair and eyes that sparkled like emeralds. She introduced herself as Zuri, a forest guardian. "I have been watching you," she said. "You possess great power, Amina. The mirror you carry is known to us." Zuri explained that the mirror was one of 3 enchanted artifacts created by ancient sorcerers. The other 2, a staff and a pendant, were hidden in different realms. Together, they held the power to either protect the world or plunge it into darkness. The staff was said to be in the hands of a powerful warlord, and the pendant lost in a distant land. Determined to prevent the artifacts from falling into the wrong hands, Amina, Kaya, and Zuri formed an alliance. Their first task was to find the staff. Guided by Zuri's knowledge of the forest, they journeyed deeper into the unknown. As they traveled, they faced numerous challenges. They fought off wild beasts, navigated treacherous terrain, and solved ancient riddles. Each trial tested their strength and unity. One night, while resting by a river, Amina took out the mirror. Its surface shimmered, revealing a vision of a towering mountain and a hidden cave. "We're getting closer," Amina said, her voice filled with determination. The journey led them to a vast desert. The scorching sun beat down on them, draining their energy. Just when they thought they couldn't go on, they encountered a group of nomads. The nomads, intrigued by Amina's mirror and Kaya's story, offered them shelter and guidance. Among the nomads was an elder named Jabari, who recognized the significance of the mirror. He told them of the warlord, a fearsome figure named Bakari, who ruled a distant land with an iron fist. "The staff is his most prized possession," Jabari warned. "He will not give it up easily." With renewed resolve, Amina, Kaya, and Zuri pressed on. The journey to Bakari's stronghold was fraught with danger. They faced sandstorms, hostile tribes, and treacherous landscapes. Yet, their bond grew stronger with each challenge. One fateful night, as they approached the warlord's fortress, Amina gazed into the mirror. It showed her Bakari, a man consumed by power and fear. She knew that defeating him would require not just strength but also compassion and understanding. Under the cover of darkness, they infiltrated the fortress. They navigated its labyrinthine halls, avoiding guards and traps. At last, they reached the throne room, where Bakari sat with the staff in his hand. "You've come for this," Bakari said, his voice a mixture of arrogance and fear. "But you will never have it." A fierce battle ensued. Bakari wielded the staff with terrifying power, but Amina, Kaya, and Zuri fought with unwavering determination. As the fight reached its climax, Amina held up the mirror, its light reflecting Bakari's true self, his loneliness, his lost loved ones, and the choices that had led him to darkness. Bakari faltered, his grip on the staff weakening. "I was once like you," Amina said gently. "You can still change." Tears filled Bakari's eyes as he dropped the staff. I don't know how," he admitted, his voice breaking. "Let us help you," Amina replied, Extending her hand, with the staff in their possession and Bakri's redemption beginning, Amina, Kaya, and Zuri set their sights on the final artifact, the pendant. They knew their journey was far from over, but they were ready to face whatever lay ahead, united in their quest to protect the world from darkness. Their story was one of courage, compassion, and the unyielding belief that even in the darkest times, light and hope could prevail. As they ventured into the unknown, they carried with them the strength of their bond and the promise of a brighter future.
Thanks for watching. For more content, subscribe to our channel, like, share, and comment on this video.